Giovanni, another fantastic European night tonight. The opposition players and manager had said they didn't think Ibrox would be a factor. I think it was tonight. How good were both your players and the crowd?
Well, we needed a big performance, and the pressure was on us, of course, because of the defeat we had last week. We know we are capable in delivering big nights for the club, but still you have to do it over and over again, and that's why I'm so proud of my players, the way they played, with passion, with desire, with fire to go to the next round, and that's the only way. You have to be on the pitch to create the atmosphere we created today, together with the fans. And again, it was an amazing night for all of us.
Giovanni, on nights such as this, you need big performances from your players, and you got that tonight, particularly from the likes of Malik Tillmans and Tom Lawrence. But I thought John Lundstrom absolutely ran midfield. Fantastic performance. What were your thoughts on John's performance tonight?
Well, I mean, we knew that the midfield part would be a very important part of the game today. With the players they had, with the captain always, the play started always with him. Number 8, the runner, the 20, the 6. So we wanted to have the midfield domination, and that's why we played with Tom and Malik a little bit inside together with Scott Arfield to create, the numbers there and to make them run and try to create more chances that we did last week. And with players like Malik and Tom, you can do that on midfield. And John was really important too. Kept the pressure on them, make sure that the balance was good in the team, and we know the fire he has in these moments, and that's what he gave to the team as well.
As you, congratulations. It was a very attacking lineup tonight. I think obviously with the 2-goal deficit, we've seen Tom Lawrence play a little bit deeper at times. The number 8, is that somewhere you see him playing more regularly, or will he join the attack, or is there that flexibility that he has to?
Well, I mean, he's a player who can play on many positions. He can play left, wide and coming inside. But I think also today we knew that we had to create chances, and when you have, of course, Ryan on the wing, and you have Tom on the inside together with Malik, you know you're going to create chances. And in the second half, we changed a little bit for more speed on the right with Robbie coming in, and eventually with Morelos up front. But this team can play in so many ways, and we can always change our tactics within the games. And we still have a lot of quality on the bench, and so I'm really happy for all of us that we're playing next week against PSV.
Giovanni, how important was it, given the momentum you had in that first half, the whole of the first half, to go in with a lead, and did it change your thoughts, given it, funnily enough, it was a handball and a penalty as well?
Yeah, well, we knew that last week it wasn't a penalty, so that made it harder for us. And today, just happy with the decisions of the ref. Of course, it was in our favor, but I think there was one moment, second half, with James Sands, I was like, this can be a very important moment for the game. So, it was good for us that he didn't give the yellow card and the ball to us. But, it's very important to keep pushing for these moments. We want to be in Champions League and the desire to be in the Champions League. I saw that today with my players.
Gio, you and your staff will always respect the opponent, but with the benefit of hindsight, is an element that you overthought last week's game?
No, not at all. I think last week we didn't reach our levels we had. I think we played many times before away from home in the first leg, and just make sure we are keeping it compact, wait for the right moments to attack in transition moments. I think last week we had a lot of moments in that, but just make the wrong decision, lost the ball, bad decision making on the pitch. And today I think we were much better, much sharper, and that's why we could overturn the 2-0 defeat last week.
What's your thoughts on PSV?
Well, I mean, it's familiar. It's familiar team for me. It's great to see Ruud van Nistelrooy Again, we have so many familiar faces on the bench. Fred Witten as well, I was the assistant of at Feyenoord a couple of years ago. Oyer, who I played in the national team. It's a familiar place for me, so it's nice to be back in Holland for a couple of days after so many months in Glasgow. But we're going to prepare well. It's a big chance for us to take the last hurdle and to become a team who can play Champions League this season.
Giovanni, congratulations on the result. Another epic night at Ibrox. A word for John McLaughlin. A big save, one-on-one, around about 65 minutes or so. He had one moment with the short pass, but overall very commanding of his box. It's been a big decision for you to make him number one. How pleased were you with him tonight?
Well, I'm pleased with his performance. The goalkeepers always have moments. It's part of the game, especially when you want to build up from the back and you want your goalkeeper involved in the build-up. But he had a one great save, and that I think it was 2-0 at that time. So very important save, and then of course after that we scored the 3-0. So also happy with the performance of John tonight, and kept a clean sheet in Europe is always what you want.
Hey Gio, congratulations tonight. Just a word about James Tavernier. On the stroke at half time, and that penalty, the keeper was playing every trick in the book, I suppose, to put him off. You see it so often when they then go and miss a penalty. What does that show about his character?
Well, he has a lot of character. He showed that last season, all the seasons before. He's the captain. In these moments you want your captain to step up, and he did today again after so many times before. So it was I think a important moment, because just before half time to go 1-0 up and then have the whole second half to score the second goal. I think psychologically it was for us a great moment to score.